One day, Jesus was seated together with those he had chosen as followers on a hilltop outside Jerusalem. The crowd gathered close, hanging on every word. But a lawyer stood up, not to learn, to test him. "Teacher," he asked, "what shall I do to possess eternal life?" Jesus inverted the question. "What does the law say?" The attorney responded without hesitation. "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength." Jesus smiled. "You have answered correctly. Do this, and you will live." But Jesus continued, "And the second is just like it. Love your neighbor as yourself." The lawyer shifted. Wanting to justify himself, he asked one more question. "But who is my neighbor?" Jesus looked at him, and he began to tell a story. A man set out from Jerusalem, going down the long road to Jericho, 17 miles, rocky terrain, isolated desert. A road with a reputation. He walked with confidence. This was not the first time he had done this. The sun in the morning was pleasurable to his back. He had no reason to fear. But as the path narrowed and the walls of the canyon sealed out on him, the shadows grew long and deep. In the shadows of the rocks, 3 men were watching. They had been waiting. They had done this before. Without warning, they struck. They beat him. They stripped him. They grabbed all that he wore, and they left him on the road, bleeding, broken, barely alive. They vanished into the hills as if it never happened. He lay there, alone, the sun beating down on him, every breath a struggle. No one was coming. No one knew. He was completely, utterly alone. Then, in the distance, a sound, hoofbeats. Someone was coming. One of the priests had passed by that road, a man of God, a man of the temple. He saw him, he looked right at him, and he crossed to the other side. Then a Levite came, the servant of the house of the Lord. He stopped, he looked, and he too passed by. Then came a Samaritan. Now, you must understand, Samaritans and Jews were adversaries. They did not speak, they did not help each other. By every rule of that world, this fellow had no obligation to the stranger. But the Samaritan, seeing him, something moved inside him. Not obligation, not duty, compassion. He knelt in the dirt, next to a man whom his people referred to as an enemy. And with his own hands, he chose love. He poured oil on his wounds. He poured wine to purify them, and ripped up a bit of his black robe and bound the man's injuries. Not because the Lord dictated it, not because there was anyone looking on, because love does not calculate the cost. He took the prostrate man on his own donkey, gave up his own comfort so a stranger could ride. He walked beside him, every step chosen. He brought him to an inn. Night after night he sat with him. He made sure he was fed. He made sure he was safe. And when morning came, 2 silver pieces he put in the hands of the innkeeper. "Take care of him," he said. "Whatever more you spend, I will repay you when I return." Jesus now gazed upon the lawyer and asked, "Which of these 3, do you think, was a neighbor to the man who was attacked?" The lawyer was unable even to bring himself to say the word Samaritan. He simply said, "The one who showed mercy." And Jesus said, "Go and do likewise." Love is not a feeling. Love is a decision. Your neighbor does not merely resemble you. Your neighbor is not simply the one who loves you back. Your neighbor is whoever is in front of you, in need.